Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to discuss the next answer copy of our AIM for Agriculture series. As you all know that we are having AIM for Agriculture series in which we are having daily answer writing practice and weekly full tests. So today we are going to discuss the copy of daily answer writing practice of day 19. जो डे 19 की कॉपी है उसको हम लोग डिस्कस करने वाले हैं एंड वी विल सी व्हाट क्वेश्चंस वर आस्क्ड इन डे 19 and how the student has approached the answers. So these copies will help you to analyze the answers, how to write the answers of which questions, how to approach the answers, and you can also develop your own way of writing answers through analyzing these types of copies. You will get to know how to structure your answer, what kind of examples the student has given, and you can also give your examples basis of that. So it will be overall a good series for you in which you will learn about answer writing, you will learn about some facts, some examples, so it will help you. Okay, and the copy which I generally discuss is one of the best copies of the total batch. Okay, there are a lot of students writing a lot of answers, but the copy which is the clearer, which is very clear to see, the handwriting is visible, and although many students are writing good copies, good answers, but I am choosing the copy on the basis of that the questions are written, the handwriting is legible, the copy is neat and clean, so that you can read the answers while in watching the videos. Okay, so that it could be helpful to you. So let's see what the questions were and how the student has approached the question. So the first question was, what is insecticidal poisoning, and discuss the symptoms and treatments of insecticidal poisoning. So what insecticidal poisoning is? It occurs when an individual is exposed to chemicals used to kill insects. That is, the individual is exposed to insecticides. You can see the data have been also written that as per Pan International, around 11,000 farmers die each year due to unintentional pesticide or insecticide poisoning globally. So whenever you use these kinds of data, so you must try to write the source. The student has written the source here, that is Pan International. So whenever you are writing some data, the data could be from FAO, the data could be from World Bank or any agencies or any NGOs or any civil bodies of the world. Just try to write the source so that it enhances your answers. If the student have generally written just approx 1100 farmers die, so there is no legibility of that source. Anybody can write anything. But when you add the source, your answers get enhanced and look more legible. Okay, so always try to add the source. So the student has also written a bit of insecticides. Okay, about malathion, it is organophosphate, about carbamates, that is carbamyl, about perthroids, that is permethrin, about organochlorides, that is DDT. And as the symptoms and treatments were asked, so very well structured, all the insecticide has been classified, and the symptoms and treatment of every insecticide has been briefly written separately. So very good structured answer, I must say. So what are the symptoms of organophosphates? That is excessive salivation, that is you will be the saliva will be generating in high amount in your mouth. There will be sweating, muscle twitching, weakness, diarrhea. So these are similar symptoms in most of the types of pesticides. You will find these types of symptoms, all adding nausea, vomiting, sometimes of cramps, sometimes of pains, sometimes of fatigue. So these are the common symptoms of the insecticides. Treatment, that is administered atropine. So medicines have been also mentioned, and remembering this amount of data is never easy. So instead, if you are not able to remember these types of medicines, so you can write simply medical treatment, or sometimes you can write, if the medicine is antipyretic, you can write antipyretic. If the medicine is antihistamine, you can write antihistamine. So depending on the kind of treatment, you can write the medicines if you if you don't know the accurate name of medicines. So very well written answer. You can pause them and read the answers. Again, the carbamates have been also mentioned. Nausea, vomiting, abdominal cramps, and the treatment have been written. That is decontamination. Wash with soap and water, especially to the area where you have the insect, especially when it is infected on your skin or something. You should wash those areas. So again, well written. Again, the symptoms of parthenoids and treatments have been written. So you can see similar symptoms. So instead of, if the student has not chosen to go separately, he or she could have written the symptoms in one separate column only, that is symptoms of insecticides, writing for 5 6 symptoms, and then treatment, instead of dividing and writing differently, because after dividing also the symptoms are similar already. So you can go both ways, there is no issue on it. Okay, here you can use activated charcoal for treatment, then organochlorides have been also mentioned. So overall fairly written answer. You can pause and read the answers, and again appropriately concluded using the data of biomed central statics, that is in 98% pesticides or insecticidal poisoning, if proper medical care is given, the patients can recover fully. So well written answer, I must say. This answer was very nicely written. Now let's move to the second question, that is describe the sources and functions of vitamin K. So this question was on a easier side, and I think most of you will be able to write the answer. And in introduction, the student has written something about vitamin K, that is fat soluble vitamin, and its essential function is in blood clotting. So it is very important. You must mention this. This is the basic function of vitamin K. Its types have been also mentioned. That is, it generally exists in two forms. That is vitamin K1 and vitamin 2. Vitamin K2. Now we will see sources and functions. So vitamin K1 can be generally found in green leafy vegetables, plant oils, other vegetables, and you can see that examples have been mentioned. So very well written answer. Similarly, the sources of vitamin K2 have been also mentioned. It is found in fermented food, animal product, naturally produced by gut bacteria. So nicely written answer. Now, what are the functions of vitamin K? First of all, we all know that blood clotting. It is good for our bone health. It prevents osteoporosis. Osteoporosis, generally in women, you will be able to see that the bone density decreases with the increase of age. As the women go over 40 or over 50, they generally tends to show symptoms of osteoporosis. So it is very good for bone health. It is good for cardiovascular health, especially vitamin K2 is good for cardiovascular health, cognitive health, anti-inflammatory. So these are the functions of vitamin K. So generally the most basic which you should never miss is, that is blood clotting. So well written answer, and again appropriately concluded. You can pause and read the points if you want to. Now let's move to the next question. The next question was discuss the scope and constraints of sorghum and sugarcane production. So let's see what are the scope and constraints. You can pause the video and read the introduction, conclusion, and in detail. So it will be helpful to you. So first of all, we will see the scope of sorghum cultivation. Geographical range. Obviously, it can be grown in high geographical range because it can be adapted in variety of climates. It can be adapted in semi-arid regions. So very nicely written point. Usage have been mentioned. It is highly used, especially in food fodder. It is good in nutrients. Agronomic practices have been mentioned. It is tolerant to high temperatures, requires less water. So these are the scope. Now we will see importance. We will also see constraints. Although sorghum has economic importance too, it has been mentioned. The constraints are climate sensitivity. Many times, what happens due to pest and diseases, there are pest and diseases on attack on sorghum, which has negative impacts on it. Market accessibility. Lot of people are not aware of the benefits of sorghum, and they do not depend on sorghum, or they not buy sorghum. So it could be a problem. Research and development. There is lack in research and development. So well written answer. About sugar can also the same pattern have been applied. That is geographical range, usage, agronomic practices, economic importance. If you want to read, you can pause the video and read the answers in detail. Constraints have been mentioned. First, in the major constraint of sugarcane is the water dependency. It requires a lot amount of water. Okay, environmental impact, obviously due to high water, there is chances of high soil degradation, high pollution. Many times sugarcane is burned after harvest, which adds to air pollution, labor issues, as it is a labor intensive production of sugarcane is a labor intensive job to do. Market fluctuations. So well written answer. You can pause and read if you want to, and well concluded. So this was today's answer. I hope you understood all the things. So please do like, please do share, and please do subscribe. It takes a lot of hard work to make such videos for you on regular basis वैसे videos को बनाने के लिए काफी hard work लगता है. And if you like, if you share, if you subscribe, it motivates us to make more such videos for you regularly. So that is all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.